All right, now I want you to inhale, very deep breath. And on your exhale, I want you to roll it up very slowly, relaxing your head, feeling your spine releasing one vertebrae at a time. And now coming up. Good. Deep breath. Let's bring it into a downward facing dog. So we're going to place our palms, tuck your toes, and just lift your tailbone. And start to feel that great stretch coming from your fingertips all the way up into your shoulders. And then all the way up into your tailbone. And then feel that great release from your fingers up to your tailbone as you elongate your spine. Bring in energy. And on your longest exhale, feel your heels coming down a little further. Checking to make sure that your feet are parallel, getting a nice long line. Good. And now keep your right heel down as you bend your left knee slightly. Just get a nice stretch in that right leg. Gentle stretch. And then we'll switch sides. Left heel down, right knee bend slightly. Putting strength into your arms. And now both heels back down to the floor. Good. Now come onto your toes and work your ankles. And lift your tailbone. And now relax your heels down. Good. Let's walk the feet up towards the hands. And from here, we're going to roll it up, relax your head. Great. Now let's bring it right up. We're going to bring the palms together. And just a nice reach and a little back bend. Bring it up with an inhale. Let's take it right into chair pose. Now I'm going to have you bend your knees, slide the shoulders down your back, keep your belly engaged. This is going to start to warm up that lower body. So we're getting a nice workout here, right in the quads, the glutes, keep your lower belly engaged. And let's sink it down another inch as we keep those arms strong. But shoulders are sliding down your back. You don't want to have those shoulders punching up into your ears, building tension. So breathing deeply here. Let's come down another inch. Feel it working a little harder. A few more seconds. Building up that tension and that heat in that lower body, working the quads. Now touch your palms, reach your arms even more, bend your knees. Come all the way up with an inhale. And exhale. Now take a hold of your left wrist. And we're going to go with a nice deep breath. We're going to reach it over. And I want you to slightly turn your chest upward, feeling that stretch up the left side. And bring it up with an inhale. Now same thing on the other side. Stretch it up with the right fingertips to the sky. And then gently reach it over and look upward towards your right elbow. Good, and bring it back up with an inhale. And exhale, bring your palms to your heart. Good. From here, we're going to stay up at the front of your mat. We're going to bring it up with another inhale. And now we're going to swan dive down. Now let's try to go to the calves or the ankles if you're tight, or if you can go all the way down, bring your palms flat and relax your head in Uttanasana. So this is a really great forward stretch. Hold it and keep on releasing down, feeling that great stretch. Good, a few more seconds, relaxing your head. Great. Now right from where you are, I want you to step back with your right leg. Take a big step. And let's hold it here in a lunge. Keep your right hand on the floor and take your left fingers to the sky. Breathe and let's expand way up. So we're feeling that great stretch in the outer left thigh as we reach the fingers up. And if you want, taking your left arm around your back, turn your chest upward a little bit more. We're taking that left arm around the back. Good. Bring the fingers high with an inhale. Bringing your palms flat. Now slide that left leg back. And it might be a little hard to do with the sand. Good. Now, if you're a beginner, please drop your knees. We're going to come down with control without hurting the shoulders. If you're more experienced, coming down into Chaturanga Dandasana. If you're new, keep your knees on the floor with your ankles crossed and just come down gently with the elbows to the body. We don't want to strain those shoulders. Now straighten the legs, take a deep breath, and let's bring it into upward facing dog. Off the knees, good. And now we'll take it to down dog. So let's connect those heels again. Take a deep breath. And tight. Good. And nice long line. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take your right leg all the way up. Point the toes to the sky. Keep your left heel flat. And now gently swing that right leg forward. Coming into a lunge now. And come above your right knee. We're going to just come into a nice lifted position and feel this left hip flexor open up. So we're breathing here. Now reach it up with an inhale and then gently bring it back down to the floor, and then we're going to step it forward, bringing your feet together. Look up with an inhale. Now wrap around the backs of your calves and bring your head towards your shins to get a nice stretch. Bend your knees, breathe in, and roll it up slowly on your exhale. And then come up with an inhale. And again, we're going for a gentle back bend, just a nice reach. And then bring it up with an inhale. Good, now let's bring it down to the floor and step back with your left foot this time. And keep your left hand on the floor and sweep your right fingers high and reach it up. So we're really expanding, feeling that great stretch. And now hook around the hip or thigh, turn your chest upward. Fingers high with an inhale, and palms flat. Now slide back into plank again, and hold it. Keep your core engaged. If you're a beginner, please drop your knees, cross your ankles, and come down with elbows brushing the body. If you're a little more advanced, you can come down with a straight line. And then bring it into up dog. And then a down dog. Good. Nice stretch here. Breathe in. Exhale, feeling that great stretch. Now take your left toes to the sky. Bring it way up. And then gently swing that left leg forward. Come into a lunge. And again, we're coming above the knee. So let's start to lift the chest. Reach it high, inhale. And then gently bring it down to the floor. And step your back foot forward. Look up with an inhale. And on your exhale, wrap around the backs of your calves and bring your chest to your thighs, your head to your shins. Good. Now bend your knees, take a deep breath, and roll it up on the exhale. Relax your head. And come up with an inhale. Palms touch. And let's go for a back bend again. And bring it up. Palms come to heart. Let's step it forward with the right foot and back with the left and take it into warrior two. So let's get aligned here, making sure that you have big separation between your feet. And we're going to take those arms, extend them, and keep your right knee bent. Good. And make sure that you really feel your back foot grounded. And great. So from here, we're just keeping those shoulders sliding down the back. We don't want to build tension in the neck. Straighten your right leg slowly. Keep your feet grounded. Hinge your hips, reach your fingers toward the horizon, and look to your left thumb and keep that nice long line down. And slowly take your right half or ankle with your right hand, taking your left fingers up to the sky, and feel the stretch in the inner right thigh in triangle, Trikonasana. Try to lean back with that left shoulder, and look up to your fingers. left arm around your back. Let's try to rotate the chest upward a little more. Good. Bring the fingers up to the sky. And now let's bend that right knee back into warrior two. Good. From here, we're going to bring the hands down to the floor. And all you're going to do is come into a low lunge, dropping your left knee. Point your left toes behind you. Come above your right knee. Feel that really great stretch right here in the left hip. And so hold it. Keep the breathing deep. Great. Now let's bring the fingers to the floor. And we're going to slowly step the back foot forward. Bend both knees again, breathing in and rolling up on your exhale. Let's bring the palms together again. Breathe it high. Just a gentle back bend. And inhale up. Exhale, palms to heart. Let's step back with the right foot this time. Going into warrior two on the other side. So check your alignment again, making sure that that left knee is open all the way to the front, that you have the knee bent and your back foot is grounded. Let's focus over the left fingers and keep the shoulders down. Soften your neck. Focus your eyes over your fingers. Feel that breath coming in and exhaling. Now, slowly straighten that left leg. Adjust your feet. Hinge your hips. Reach your fingers and look to your right thumb. Let's keep it here for a few seconds. Keep that right shoulder leaning back. And then we'll take a hold of the calf or the ankle. Reach your right fingers to the sky, look up and expand and hold. Take your right arm around your back and try to rotate your chest upward. And fingers back to the sky with an inhale. Good, gently bringing it right back into your warrior two. Let's bring it down. Slowly coming down to that right knee and point the right toes behind you and press forward and take a deep breath. So we're feeling that great stretch in the right hip. Good. And now just gently from here, we're going to start to walk that back foot forward. And maybe from here, we're just going to go into one more stretch by straightening those legs. Maybe this time you can come a little further down into a deeper stretch. Relax your head. Good, long exhale, let go of tension. Now bend your knees, inhale. Roll it up with the exhale. Feel your whole spine releasing. And then we're coming up with another inhale. And exhale, palms to heart. Good. Let's go into some standing balances from here. So we'll go into just a basic level first, and then we'll take it just for a little challenge if you want to. Okay. So let's start out with both feet grounded as much as possible. I know that the sand is very uneven under our feet, and so that's going to cause it to be a little harder, and that's good. But just be careful that you don't twist your ankle, okay? So we're going to start out with a nice deep breath, and try to get yourself nice and stable here with the sand. We're going to put all of our weight onto just the right leg only, and then we're going to lock the fingers and start to slide the left knee up. So this might take a couple tries, and you may not be able to do it really well. It's hard on the sand. It's hard for me too, and I've been doing this a million years. But the sand is definitely a challenge. It's great, really good. Focus your eyes. Great job. And release it slowly. Come up with an inhale. And an exhale. Let's do the same thing on the other side. All the weight goes onto the right, onto the left leg now. So again, we're interlacing fingers and we're sliding that knee up. Really lift your torso. Pull this left hip in. Focus your eyes. And gently release. Good. Bring it up. Inhale. And exhale. All right. Let's go into another one if you feel okay with it. We're going to put all the weight on the right leg. I want you to grab a hold of the underneath of your left foot and pull the heel to your belly. Good. So we're just grabbing that foot, trying to bring that heel up into the belly a little bit more. Great. Now from here, if you can, keeping that heel into your belly, what we're going to do next is hook the left big toe and extend your right arm and maybe kick it forward. Now you don't have to go to this level, you can stay where you are. Gently bring it in, and it's not easy because there's so much problems with the sand, so just do it slow. Let's try the other side. Definitely a good challenge. So now again, all the way goes onto the left. Let's start by grabbing onto that right foot. Pull the heel to the belly. And just stay here if you want. If you're ready for more, hook your big toe, extend your left arm, slowly kick it forward. Good. Gently bring it back. And release it. Let's bring it up with another inhale. Great job. All right, let's bring it right down to the floor. And from here, we're going to just go into a squat position with the heels touching, toes turned outward, and come down with your elbows to your inner knees. So all we're doing here is getting a nice stretch in the inner thighs. Good. Now for those of you that are a little bit more into yoga, you've been doing it for a little while, you may want to come into crow. So crow, the beginner level would be elbows into the inner knees, fingers spread. And all you're going to do is try to shift your weight a little bit. So just if you've never done it before, get the elbows into those inner knees. Press the elbows out, press the knees in, lift the tailbone and shift your weight a little bit. And then the toes will come right off the ground. But if you want to go to the next level, bring your knees way up into the upper arms. So again, you need more stability in the sand, and the sand is very hard to balance on today. But just do what you can. So there's so much instability with the sand that it's hard to do. Good. So whatever you can do is fine. So unfortunately, the sand is so thick and so soft today that no matter what you do, it's just not going to support you. But that's fine. So let's come on down. So now we're going to take the soles of the feet together. And let's just go into a nice little stretch here. Press your elbows to your inner knees. Breathe. And then just gently bring it down as far as you feel good. And maybe a little further. Great. And let's gently bring it up and take a deep breath. Good. Now I want you to extend your legs forward all the way. And from here, we're going to go into a nice long stretch for the hamstrings. So let's bring the arms up with an inhale. And I want you to take it forward with a very flat back. So try not to round it. We're going to come down leading with your chest and then holding onto the calves or the ankles or the toes. And keep on going forward. And I want you to feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And don't force real hard if it hurts. Just go to where you feel good with it. Eventually, when you start to get more flexibility, you'll be able to go a little further. So just relax your head down now. And keep your breathing deep. Long inhale. And an even longer exhale. Let go of all tension through that breath. Good. Now very gently, let's bring it back up again with an inhale and an exhale. Let's take it into a seated twist. So you're going to take your right knee and bend it in. And now crossing your right leg over your left. What we're going to do next is just hug that knee really tightly. Now keep your left arm wrapped. Take your right arm high, breathe it up, and then bring your right palm way back and squeeze the knee as you look behind your right shoulder. So hug and squeeze. Good, release it gently. Switching sides. Now bringing your left knee in. Cross your left leg over. Hug first, really tight. Keep that right arm wrapped. Take your left arm high, breathe in, and then bring that left palm way behind you. Squeeze that knee in as you look behind. Good. Getting a nice twist. Try to keep your foot on the floor. Yep, good. And slowly return to the front. Good. And extend the legs and shake them out a little bit. Great. Now from here, take a hold of your right foot underneath. And most of you are going to want to keep this left leg straight. We're going to kick that heel up. For those of you that want to challenge it, bend your left knee. This is going to make it a lot harder. Now very carefully, if you're really tight, just keep your knee bent. Some of you that are a little more flexible can go straighter. Remember, only that level that you feel good with. Don't push too hard. And bending this knee is going to make it a lot harder, so you might not want to do that just yet. You want to keep it straight for a while. Now slowly bring it in. Deep breath here. And now keeping your, well, everybody's left leg is forward. That's fine. We'll just go to the other side now. So from here, don't bend your right knee. Keep it straight because you'll really feel it. We're going to come under the left foot and gently kick. Now again, if you're tight, it'll stay bent. That's okay. If you're a little more flexible, that's fine. Don't force it. Just feel good with it. Slowly bring it back in and take a deep breath. Good. Extend both legs, shake them out a little bit. Great. Now let's go into a little core strengthening. We're going to go into modified Navasana. So making sure that you're grounded with your seat. We're going to come right underneath the shins, or rather the knees, and let's just take it into a bent knee position. Now this might be enough because you still really need to work your core to hold this. But if you feel strong enough, extend the arms. And you can hang with that. If you get tired, take a break, or just keep holding. Good. Now, if you can go further, we'll lift those toes, flex your feet, and bring your palms to your heart, and really work the quads and the lower belly. Good. Point, reach, lower gently, take a deep breath, exhale. Good. Let's lie back. And let's go right into extending the toes up to the sky. So this is going to continue working on your core. So the toes are up and the fingers are now lifting also. Shoulders are off the floor. Good. Reach it high. Now flex your feet and move your feet away from your fingers a little bit and try to reach your toes. Good. Now point the toes again and lift a little higher with the shoulders off the floor. Good. Now gently bend your knees and place your feet flat. Reach your arms overhead and take a deep breath in. Now we're going to go right into bridge pose. Palms come right beside your body. Feet are hip distance. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, lift your hips off the floor. And let's really use some strength in those legs to get those hips up. If you want, you can lock your fingers underneath you, walk your shoulders together, lift your hips even higher. Squeeze it up. So let's really feel that lower body working. Lift it a little higher. Squeeze it up. Good. Release your fingers. Let's come down very gently, one vertebrae at a time. And then we're going to hug the knees. Take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, lift your head and squeeze, nose to knees. And relax the head. Good. And from here, just roll over to your right side and come into a seated position. We're going to go into a meditation for a few minutes by looking out over the horizon. If you want to, you can close your eyes. But what I want you to do is just sit up nice and tall. If you want to, you can extend your arms, connecting your index finger and your thumb in Gyan Mudra, and you can extend your arms, or you can just keep your hands gently on your knees. The goal here is to just focus and clear your mind. So just look over that horizon just for a few minutes. Arms up. Let's take a deep breath in. Really lift those fingertips and feel that reach. And then exhale when you close your heart. Namaste. So I would love to stay out here all night, but it's going to get dark, and those bugs are going to start to bite any second. But you guys we can stay out here as long as you want to. It's just so gorgeous. Oh my God. And I have my drum, but of course I'm the only one. So I would like to do a little drum circle eventually. Again, we did one, and it was really a lot of fun. We did a couple of them, actually. All right, I'm going to shut off my Periscope now. Bye, everybody. Stop my broadcast. Say bye. See ya. I got about 700 people watching. What? Nah, joking. I don't know. Sometimes I do. Okay, bye.